Hi Stampers, it's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. Thanks for joining me again for another Mystery Monday video. Today we're going to make a fairly quick Christmas card, and we're going to use this Inspired Thoughts stamp set. Now I know Christmas with a new mini coming out is getting people a little bit excited about starting their Christmas projects. So I wanted to show you a project using this set, but this set is actually not in the mini catalog. It is in our annual catalog, and it's on page 52, so it's this one with all these greetings, and greetings for many different occasions. They have some Christmas, some sympathy, some congrats, thank yous, and you can purchase the stamp set with the dies as a bundle. The dies are the Inspiring Canopy dies, and you can purchase both for $63, which, as many of you are aware, with the current celebration promotion going till the end of September, you could get a celebration item for free if you purchase this bundle. So we are going to make a Christmas card using this, and there are other sets in this annual catalog that also work for the holidays and for Christmas. So feel free to take a look through it, and maybe you can find something that you think, oh wow, I never thought that would make a nice Christmas card, but there are some great resources in our annual catalog as well. Okay, so the designer series paper we're going to use for our card, I'm just going to set this aside, is actually a bit of a surprise, I think. It's the Beauty of the Earth designer paper. Now this is what it looks like, and this just screams fall to me when I first saw this, and I'm hoping to use this a little more in some fall projects. But you get 12 sheets, and I just quickly want to show you what it looks like. So you get 2 each of 6 designs, so you get this nice sort of foresty. You get this one, which you could easily just cut in half and make your layers, and that's really helpful and quick. Some nice leaves, some other beautiful fall leaves, some trees, and then this blue one, which is what we are going to use on our project. Now it has trees in it, but with the blues, it kind of gives me a wintry kind of feel. So we're going to use this designer paper. And on the back, you've got some more leaves, some really nice sort of watercolor greenery, some more fall colors, some nice blue, which could be for sky or backgrounds, some sort of muted trees in there, and some nice wood grain, which is always popular, especially for masculine cards, but makes a very nice background as well. Okay, so let's get started. This is the card we are going to make. Now I saw this idea, I believe it was Cindy Brumbaugh, but I'm not 100% certain, so I apologize if I got that wrong. I thought this made just a really kind of basic and simple, but everything you need to say kind of Christmas card. So I'm gonna get started and show you how we put this together. Okay, so you're gonna start with a piece of basic white as your base, 8.5 by 5.5, and I will post these measurements. Okay, and then we're going to do our little strip layers. So I have a piece of Misty Moonlight, 5.5 by 2, and a piece of that Beauty of the Earth designer paper at 5.5 by 1 3/4. So we can put these layers together, and you're just going to center this DSP on the Misty Moonlight layer, like so. And then we can attach this to the card. So I'm going to leave, just make sure you have your trees going the right direction. I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch at the top, just because I want a little bit of that weight to show through. Okay, so you can press that down. And so now we can add our trees. So the trees are part of the Inspired Thoughts bundle, and these are the dies. So you're going to cut out one of these out of basic white, And this is also the piece you're going to use for your snowbank. Now when you do that, there's just one sort of cutting edge on here. So you're going to take your basic white and you're going to decide how large you want your snowbank. So this edge is not going to get cut, so you can decide, do you want a small snowbank, or if you want it larger, you're just going to move it up to as wide as you would like your snowbank, and then run that through your die cutting machine. And then you will get your snowbank cut out like this. So the bottom edge is straight and it has cut this part as our snowbank. So this is the piece that does that. Now for these trees, I'm using it out of the basic white, but I know we used to carry the beautiful, I don't know if it was Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper or the white, whatever the glimmer paper was. I don't believe it's in this mini. I'll have to double check. But that would also make beautiful frosted looking trees as well if you wanted to do that, or for your snowbank. That would be nice too. So because this is such an intricate die with these branches, I did cut it out with the adhesive sheets on the back. I just thought it would be easier than having, sort of with my luck, I would have a bunch of glue seeping through all of these branches. So I'm just going to remove this adhesive sheet and just gently peel. I've got a couple of little pieces that I wanted to use up, so that's why I'm peeling a few here. Otherwise it would come off all at once, but I never throw away those little pieces because they do come in handy. And then I've just got these little ones down here. There, I think I've got them all. Okay, so it's very sticky there. So now when you line this up, make sure that you're not lining up the branches at the top, because that will make your trunks crooked. You want to sort of position it so your trunks are straight, and just sort of put this towards the top of the designer paper. So make sure your base is straight when you start, and then just make sure your trunks are lined up and that this is sort of centered, and you're just going to press it down, and then just give it a little rub with your finger or your bone folder, and just to make sure that it's all adhered down. Okay, now some of these little teeny ones you might have to go over a few times. Excuse me, but it should secure it. Now I have a little bit that's sticking out on this end, so I'm just going to snip that off with my paper snips like so. And there we have our trees. Aren't that pretty? I just love that. Okay, so now we can attach our snowbank. So this is also the width of the paper, so 5.5, and then of course whatever width you want. I do want to still stamp a greeting in here. So just make sure that your snowbank isn't high, or you could just put your greeting on top. Whatever you prefer is fine. I'm going to attach this with some dimensionals just to make it pop up a little bit of a 3D look to it. Okay, I think I've got those. Okay, so then you're just going to position this at the very bottom of your base, line that up, and then just give it a little push down. And there you have your snowbank. So like I said, if you had some of that old glimmer paper, you could use that, but I'm going to use the Wink of Stella. This is a clear glitter brush that kind of has the look of glitter without the mess, and it's very, very subtle. So it's like a paintbrush basically. You're just going to go over the areas that you want to have show a little bit of sparkle. And it doesn't take too long to dry. And you're just going to go over wherever you like and just sort of tilt it up to the side to make sure that it's coming out. Otherwise, you can give it a little bit of a squeeze. And that should do it. And just wherever you want. Now, like I say, it's very, very subtle. So it's not like using actual glitter, but it does give you a bit of a sheen and a sparkle to your project. So I don't know if you can see that. I had a little bit of a goop down there, but if you can see a bit of that shimmer there. And I don't know if I have a tissue or something I can try to rub that off. Well, I don't, but you can try to rub this off if you want, or just with your nail or finger, but that's all right. So you do have a little bit of a sheen down there, and you can try to cover that up if you want. Okay, so then I'm going to stamp my greeting, and I use it from the Inspired Thoughts. So the one I'm going to use is Peace, Joy, and Love. And I'm going to stamp that in our Misty Moonlight ink. And again, I'm going to put it in this little square, so hopefully I have enough room. My snowbank. Yeah, there you go. That looks nice. And it brings out that Misty Moonlight layer of cardstock. And last, I'm going to add my birds. So these birds are actually from a different die bundle, stamp set die bundle. It's the Beauty of Friendship, which has some beautiful images and greetings for trees and things. And then the dies are like this. So in here we have these two little birds, which I thought were so cute. So you get two birds on one die, so it cuts out two at a time, which is handy. And so I cut those out of the Misty Moonlight as well. Now, when they're cut out, you can see there's a little indent for his wing. So make sure that's the side that's showing up. And I'm going to attach these with mini dimensionals. And at first I thought, oh my gosh, these birds are so small. I'm going to have to cut my minis in half, but I don't think I do. I think they're just fine the way they are. I remember before the minis, we did end up cutting our larger dimensionals into pieces whenever we wanted a small piece, but these certainly have been a great addition. Okay, so let's add our birds. So we'll put one here, and then the other one I think I'll put a little higher, and they can just sort of sing to each other like so. And there is your card. Fairly quick and simple, not a lot of layers to it or embellishing. It's very sort of plain, but it says everything we need it to say, and I kind of like that. So I hope you like that project. If you are interested in purchasing any supplies or taking advantage of the celebration promotion, you can visit my website at christineludwig.stampinup.net. You can also follow me Facebook and Pinterest, Christine Stamping Spot, email chris.ludwig@hotmail.com. And if you would like to place an online order, you're welcome to use the August host code 9RZH9HMA at checkout. And again, celebration runs till the end of September. So any purchase, $60 before shipping GST, gets you a free item. And who doesn't love free? So I hope you enjoyed that project today, and we will see you again next time. Have a great week.